This is the instructional video of how to drive stick shift. To start off, this is the clutch, the brake, and the gas. You'll need to know all three of these and use them while driving stick. This is your stick shift. This is a standard 5-speed shift. Alright, so to start off, make sure your car is on. So I'm going to turn on the car because there's actually a special way to do that. So what you do is, you have, of course, put in the key, you press on the clutch, which is the far left pedal, you press on the brake as well, and you make sure the car's in neutral. If you don't do this and you do something wrong, the car can actually take off on you, and that's really dangerous. So once you have your foot on the clutch and the brake, turn the key, you're ready to go. Now, whenever you stop a stick shift car, you're going to put up the parking brake because it's always in neutral, so it can actually roll unless you have this on. So you're going to put this down while keeping your foot on the brake and the clutch. Remember, keep the foot on the clutch and the brake at the same time. You're going to put your shifter into one spot, so that's going to be left and forward for this car. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take off your foot off the brake, and you're going to start putting pressure on the gas at the same time, slowly taking it off the clutch. And if you do this at the same timing, it should be kind of like this, and you'll start to go. If you don't, you'll stall. And you know what? I'll show what the stall looks like. Never mind. Alright, so now I'm rolling in first gear, and I'm going to stop the stop sign. Whenever you stop, you press on the clutch and the brake at the same time. You can put in neutral, but for a stop sign like this, you really don't have to in case you have to go. And I see it's clear, so I'm just going to roll. And then when you're going to shift into second for your car, for one that has high RPMs like this, you're going to do it relatively quick. It's only for starting and stopping, really. So I'm going to press on the clutch, and I'm going to put it into second gear. I'm going to slowly take it off the clutch. There's this catch spot where the gear will actually catch with the rest of the transmission, and you'll actually feel the car jolt a little bit. That's where the catch is. If you actually keep your foot just the tiniest bit on the gas, you'll rev match, and that means the gears are going the same speed as the transmission, and you won't have any jolting. So stopping again, so clutch and brake, put into neutral, then first. Slowly take off my foot off the clutch and put it on the gas. Going again, shift to second. No. Third. And brake. And since we're going around the turn, I need to slow down, putting into second. Pressing on the clutch and the brake. Switching again. And then we're off. And now I'm going to start doing a few other techniques that you might need to know. We're going to go to a hill. We're on kind of a hill, so if you look out the window, we're rolling because I'm in neutral. And when you're on a hill, that's something you're actually going to have to get used to. Now, there's a few different things that you could do to counteract this rolling. Now, one of the techniques that if you're on an extreme hill, like say San Francisco, you can actually put on the parking brake. And you can actually start revving a little bit while you have your foot on the clutch and the gas. You hear that? And I'm going to put this down. And you'll start to roll without rolling back at all. That's actually a really safe way to do it. You just have to make sure that you don't over-rev. Alright, so now we're on a slight hill, and I'm going to demonstrate once again. I'm going to do it without the parking brake. So basically this is just timing. You'll get used to this. If there's a car behind you, I recommend doing the parking brake technique. But to start off, we're going to make sure it looks like. And we're in first gear. Just going to, you might roll a little bit, that's natural. And then to accelerate, you get to about 3,500 RPMs for this car, I like. Switch to second. And then, just driving regular. That's pretty much driving clutch right there.